Hey everyone, it is week 5. We are over the hump, past halfway in our summer class. Every week I say I can't believe how fast it's going, because I can't believe how fast it's going. So hey, let's check out this week. Welcome to week 5. I hope you've all printed or at least have your course schedule up on your computer and that you've checked it out. And then the next thing in line, of course, is to watch this video. I hope you get that done before we see each other on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Let's check out what happens after class on Monday. So on Monday you have a voice thread for chapter 6. This is the last chapter in this unit. So this will introduce you to chapter 6. And then, of course, you will have a study read in your 10 Steps book to be handed in on Monday it's due on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. You also have some practice quizzes in Chapter 6, review tests 1 through 3. And, of course, you'll have your next chunk of the True Diary, the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. We are already on assignment 4 for that. So it is exactly the same as every other week. You'll just have your next chunk to look at, and the page numbers are posted in content. So you can find them on the assignment schedule for that. Alright, and on Tuesday you have a couple of things. First, you are going to read this article called The Influence of the Self-Fulfilling Prophecy. Now, this is in your textbook. I believe it's page 255. Oh dear, there we go. Let me just make sure that is true. Pretty sure it's in chapter 6. It is the, it's not 255. It can't be. Maybe it is. Check it out. It is. Page 255 in your textbook is The Influence of Self-Fulfilling Prophecy. So you can read it right in your textbook and annotate it in there. I also posted a Word document in case you would rather do it that way. Doesn't matter to me, whatever's easiest for you. But you're going to read and annotate this for all 6 patterns of organization. Now, last week in week 4, you were introduced to 2. You were introduced to time order and simple listing. And now this week in chapter 6, you will be introduced to compare, contrast, definition and example, and cause and effect. So you have 4 more that we're adding on for patterns of organization for this week. And so on Monday, you will be checking out how to do all of that, and you'll be asked to do some private commenting on your voice thread. It'll go through all of those. There's also a cheat sheet, actually 2 of them, that are posted in your Monday module. So you're going to want to look at those. Those will really help you, but I also want to warn you that you shouldn't try and memorize the packet. The packet has a whole bunch of transitions, and I'd go over that in the voice thread, so I'm not going to go over it here again, but I just want to warn you, you're not going to want to memorize, you're just going to want to become familiar, okay? So, this week you're going to be learning 4 more patterns of organization in chapter 6, and then you are going to be annotating the influence of the self-fulfilling prophecy for all 6 patterns of organization. So you're going to try and find listing, you're going to try and find time order, you're going to try and find definition and example, you're going to try and find compare and contrast, you're going to try and find cause and effect. Okay, so all of those, you're going to be keeping track of all of the ones that you can see in this essay. And then when you're done annotating, you're going to watch the video. Okay, and that's me going over it. So it won't help you. It won't help you at all if you don't do it first. Okay, so do it first and then watch the video. The other thing to do on Tuesday is you are going to have a responsive reading assignment. Now this responsive reading assignment is a little bit different because there are two different essays that you're going to read. One of them is called Can Reading Make You Smarter? And the other one is called Reading Books is Fundamental. Alright, so they're two separate articles, but you're just going to do one responsive reading assignment. And I'm calling it a responsive synthesis on this presentation because that's what it's going to be. You are not going to be writing two different reflection papers. You're just going to be writing one. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be reading these two texts. And you're going to try and figure out the big ideas that are discussed in both texts. Okay, so for example, if I was going to read two different essays on fruit, and one talked about citrus, so one was talking about limes and the other one was talking about lemons, and maybe they both mentioned oranges. Well, I could then say, hey, all of these fruits that they're talking about are citrus fruits. And I could talk about how all limes and lemons and oranges have sections, and their seeds are in the middle, and they all have the same kind of peel. And sometimes you can even grate the peel on the outside in foods, or you can squeeze this and just drink the juice because they're really juicy. Otherwise you can peel it and get all the pith off and divide it into sections and eat the sections, right? And then I could compare and contrast and say, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that with a lime or a lemon. Neither one of those are really great all by themselves to just peel and eat. But oranges are really good to just peel and eat. So those are like the big ideas, right, of citrus fruits, even though maybe one essay really looked at lemon and one essay really looked at lime, and they both mentioned oranges. I could still bring in the orange idea because that's my background knowledge, and I know about that, and I can relate it to the rest. Okay, so that is my metaphor here. You are going to read Reading Books is Fundamental, and you're going to read Can Reading Make You Stronger? Or Smarter, sorry. Can Reading Make You Smarter? And you're going to try and find those big ideas that link the two together and talk about the big ideas, pulling information from both texts to support that big idea. So it's a synthesis. You're not going to write just about reading is fundamental and then start a new paragraph and just write about can reading make you smarter. I don't know why I want to say stronger. Okay? Because I don't want two separate things, even if it's in the same paper and two separate paragraphs. No, I want you to figure out where do these connect and how can you pull information from both of these texts to talk about big ideas. Okay, so you're going to put those pieces together, and this is sort of like mosaic, a little mosaic, right? You're breaking apart all of the ideas here and you're going to put them back together in a beautiful art piece and a mosaic. All right, so that is your responsive synthesis assignment. You're going to be following the procedure for responsive reading. You're going to be annotating, and you're going to be doing vocabulary, and you're going to be turning in one reflection paper. Okay? All right, so that's Tuesday. Wednesday you have another responsive reading. This is just regular. It's just one essay. but you're going to read this, and of course you're going to be stretching yourself to try and make connections between any texts that we read in class. So you're going to try and figure out, does fear factor connect to this? Does the wrong choice? Can reading make you smarter? Does reading is fundamental? Does learning is a learned behavior relate? Anything that we've read. See if you can figure out some text-to-text connections as you're reading and pull that into your discussion of this text, okay? And then the other thing, on Wednesday, there's an extra practice. So this is an essay. It's not in your textbook. But I posted it. I made a copy of it. It was in an old version of the textbook. And it's just more practice annotating for patterns of organization. And then if you choose to do this, you can do it no matter what, but I'm not going to have you turn it in. I am just going to meet you on Thursday with an extra Zoom meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and we'll go over Busy as a Bee and any questions you have about patterns of organization. This is hard, and it's tricky, and so I am offering you an extra class so I can answer questions and we can go through this so you can see how to do this, because then on Thursday you also are going to get the practice test. And you know what that means? That means on Monday is our next test. So a week from, Monday, right? This week, Monday, you have one more week and then we have a test. So you're going to get that practice test on Thursday, and I expect you to do it, and I expect you to write down where you're having problems and questions. So then in our class, a week from today, or a week from, the first I'm just going to say today in case you're watching this on Monday morning. We're going to have we're going to go over that practice test, and then you will have a test. And you know the drill on that, right? So we'll talk about that next week, but that's coming. It's looming. So make sure to take advantage of your opportunity to get a little bit more instruction this week. Okay? If you have questions, I just had to put the bee in here because you're going to be busy as bees this week again, right? If you have questions, email me, set up a Zoom appointment. I'm more than happy to meet with anybody. And I hope you guys have a really great week. I'll see you in the next presentation.